What is good, everybody? We are back with another Fair Shake review, and this time we're going to be talking about Neo's Self-Explanatory. Now, I am a big fan of Neo. Um, he's been amazing ever since he first debuted back in the 2000s. He's just been dope, and so to hear that he was still continuing to drop new music like this new album, I was very excited, and to see how he would continue to make a mark here in the current landscape of R&B. And well, let me tell you, he definitely tries to fit right in, starting off with the first track, Laying Low, with Zay France. And it's here as a very kind of chill start to a project, kind of talking about a girl that they got introduced to the nightlife in LA, but now when they're in town, they're not even shy about them visiting without contacting them. They're not even trying to lay low. They out here and not even saying hey to the people who introduced them to this lifestyle. And they feel some type of way about it, but hey, that's what it is. But fun track, dig it. Then you got the body. Here, Neo's kind of talking heavily about this bad female and how he's attracted to her qualities, and he basically tries to seduce her with the line that I got the bag, you got the body. Great track, love that. And then we get into After Party, where Neo's mainly kind of describing some of the events with this girl who's into him at this after party, and it's kind of it has slight old school production touches to it, like certain instruments is just evoke it kind of has like a slight throwback vibe, but it's definitely very modern as well. So I thought that was cool. And that also comes to a head in Handle Me Gently, which also has some throwback production to it. Where he is talking about a girl who just wants to be loved gently, and wants them to be cared for. And he basically describes that in this track. Up next, you got Don't Love Me, where Neo basically is explaining why he's such a bad partner, and trying to warn the lady who is with him that you shouldn't love me because I'm not that great of a guy. And it's not that fun of a song to listen to, so I'm not gonna love that track. Up next, you got You to Love, which is with Jeremiah, and here's another kind of throwback production wise, as we kind of go to basically a reference to Computer Love. This is just a simple love song that I even though the reference is cute to Computer Love, it's not one that I find I will go back to. Up next, you got Push Up, which has Trippie Redd, which is a collaboration I never thought I'd end up seeing. But here, basically, they're both kind of asking for relations with the girl since they're going to be leaving again soon, over this kind of guitar-focused instrumental. Definitely fits Trippie Redd's style, but it's not one another one that's not quite for me. But it does pick back up, in my personal opinion, with Proud of You, where he's basically just complimenting all of the wonderful qualities and achievements that this lady he loves has had, and I digs it. Then you get Call Me Up, where he's kind of talking about a situation where his ex keeps coming back to him for sex behind her new man's back, and kind of Neo just deduces that the new man isn't satisfying her enough. But Neo is basically content being the dick appointment, being the side dude, despite the toxicity of it, I dig this track. Then we get What If, where Neo is basically kind of lamenting, letting his ex go, over this kind of more upbeat pop track, which is definitely a new sound for this project. And he's just kind of imagining how things could have gone if they would have stayed together. And he's just kind of regretting, letting her leave. Then Want It All or Nothing has him explaining kind of like a girl who kind of asks for the games to end, and kind of gives the ultimatum to the lover over this mid-tempo pop tune. And yeah, not too bad of a track, definitely worth repeating, and added to the playlist. Then we got No Loot, where Neo is just kind of like he's feeling this girl, but he definitely questions if she's in the relationship for him or his money. So he asks up front, would you be with me, or are you here for my loot? And very interesting to end up hearing the word loot be used in 2022, but hey, here we are. Then the project ends with Stay Down with Young Blue. It's a 2-part track, where Neo kind of talks about how he's going to stay loyal in the relationship, and then Young Blue comes in on the second half of the track, kind of like in some typical rapper fashion, and Neo kind of follows that up in almost similar fashion as well. And it's not the greatest end to me to this project. Overall, I feel like much of the project has Neo kind of modernizing his style, discounting like the few nods to like some older, older phases of R&B, and this mainly in like kind of like about 3 of the tracks that like really go kind of for that modern throwback sound. And yeah, most of them are songs where he like tries to kind of fit in with kind of like the soundscape of these times, and there's definitely some, it's very hit or miss in my opinion, but either way, I still ended up with about 2/3 of the track list on my playlist. So I think that's great. But even if I have that much of this project like added to my playlist, I also feel like there's going to be a lot of people who don't necessarily keep up with Neo, and won't end up finding that this project is matching their vibe, even if he's trying to fit in with the sounds of the times. But personally, I still feel that he's making some great music to listen to, even if I feel this newer material won't have as much longevity as some of his past work. You can never go wrong with some classic R&B, and he doesn't really go straight for that classic R&B sound on a lot of these tracks. But that's just my thoughts. I want to know what you guys think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What are some of your favorite tracks? Put it in the comment section down below. I'll be reading. And if you enjoyed listening to my thoughts, you can hit that like button. You can also subscribe for more reactions and reviews here on the channel. You also have the Patreon that I have linked in the description box, or you can go directly to patreon.com/splitmaster5 to help support your boy. I'd greatly appreciate it, especially if you're on Muddy Coat Madhouse. You can also support both of us, and Miko directly by going to Muddy Coat Miko on Patreon, and it would we will be eternally grateful. But yeah, that is gonna be it for today. So until next time, y'all, much love, peace.